It's been a hot minute since I've done the first 24 video. However, I found myself scouring the internet for something to watch. By that, I just mean looking at the new releases for spring 2022 on Crunchyroll. And something caught my eye. Anime Squid Game. As a quick summary of the show, a group of people in debt enter a game to earn money to help them out of that debt. It may sound like I'm talking about Squid Game, but no. I'm talking about the anime version of Squid Game. Okay, to be honest, that's being a bit unfair. While it does have a similar premise, it couldn't be any more different. Tomodachi Game is most definitely a show about trust, money, and friendship. The balance of which one has more importance to any individual and how it affects those close to them. In the first 24 minutes, Yuichi Katagiri is set up as our main protagonist. We are introduced to him and his group of friends in class as they find out someone stole 2 million yen that was meant for their class trip. A few days later, they all receive notes in their room addressed to each other, being told to meet in front of the school. Only thing is, none of them seem to have actually written the notes. Here they are knocked out and taken to an unknown location. We are then introduced to for the moment, I'll just call it the Game Master, which honestly looks like Yuki Sato, the author of Tomodachi Game manga, watched Squid Game, saw the doll thing in red light, green light, and said, let's make that a reoccurring kind of character. Only thing about that is, Tomodachi Game was initially released in 2017, way before Squid Game was released. So maybe Squid Game was the one that took inspiration from Tomodachi Game. Or maybe it's just convenient among the rising popularity in death game style shows. Not saying this is a death game though. The first 24 minutes doesn't really tell us the end result. While we are kind of on the topic of origin, Tomodachi Game is being animated by Studio Okuruto Noboru. I'll be honest with you, I've never heard of them. But it looks like they've made 3 shows and 2 OVAs. The only thing that is even remotely familiar to me is How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, something I haven't watched but I have heard of. So honestly, I don't have any input on the studio besides their lack of history. Back to Tomodachi Game though. This game master that is introduced is named Manabu-kun, which they state is based off of an anime where Manabu-kun would steal other kids' treasures. Manabu tells them what's going on in a very straightforward manner. One of the friends there has accumulated a debt of 20 million yen. That person paid 2 million yen as a down payment to enter the game. Now the friends have to work together to clear that debt. They can of course leave the game, but the person who owes the debt will still have to pay it off alone. There are quite a few rules to this overall situation, but they are completely dependent on the game. A few things are set in stone though. For each game they win, they get 2 million yen. In each game, there will be bonus chances to win more debt relief. If you show anyone the amount of debt you have left, that amount doubles. If you are in last place, you receive a penalty. And if it's game over, the person with the most debt has to take everyone else's. So the first game begins, and it's basically trivia. All of the friends put their fingers on a big coin and pick an answer. The coin then moves to the answer they pick, except the coin will always move to the minority answer. So if 4 people pick yes and 1 person picks no, it will go to no. With the rule that only the person whose turn it is to ask the question can talk, it makes it impossible for them to communicate. As they go through the game and one person keeps answering with the wrong answer, you quickly realize that everyone seems to be in it for their own benefit. When it's Katagiri's turn and he gets a paper that tells him he can ask whatever question he wants, it quickly becomes apparent to him what's going on, and the doubt begins to circulate. One thing is certain though, he's the second to last person and he wants to make sure Kokorogi doesn't lose. So he decides to try to end the game, but someone answers incorrectly, looking to force all of the debt on Kokorogi. The last question is asked, and then the episode ends with Katagiri speaking, looking to accumulate debt as a way to make sure Kokorogi doesn't lose. And that's it. That's the first 24 minutes of Tomodachi Game. Honestly, I'm far more intrigued than I thought I would be. In just this first episode, it's already started the strings of doubt between these friends. We assume it's just a matter of accumulated debt upon losing, but what if it's way worse? I don't know, but as soon as I'm done making this video, I am 100% hopping on episode 2. Quick update though, I have something big coming, like really big. My longest video on this channel to date. It's something from your and my childhood, and I can't wait to talk with you about it. Definitely something special to me. But that's all for now. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.